There's a saying in Hollywood, loyalty lasts only as long as the cameras aren't rolling. And when it comes to Meghan Markle and Tyler Perry, someone yelled cut, and it wasn't for a film. You remember the fairy tale setup, right? Tyler Perry, the mogul with the mansion, the jet, the security, swoops in during the Megxit chaos like some modern-day protector. He wasn't just a host, he was a savior, a safe house with Wi-Fi and armed guards. And Meghan, she gushed. Family, she said. Support. Called him the godfather to my child. Her words practically floated. Fast forward to now, silence, total blackout. No, thank you. Not even a lazy podcast mention. Crickets. At first, people gave her grace. Maybe she was deep in brand building. Maybe Tyler was juggling scripts and movie premieres. But then it got weird, calculated. Meghan started sidestepping his name like it was cursed. Not a peep during her latest press tour. Even when questions practically screamed for a Perry reference, nothing. One source claims she called his house a friend's place more than once, like she couldn't bear to say the name. Another insider swears at a tribute event, she swerved around him like he had a contagious rash. Didn't walk the carpet with him. Didn't even make eye contact. That's not a snub. That's a surgical removal. So, what's up? Why erase the man who literally housed her family when Buckingham Palace shut the gates? Turns out it wasn't just timing, it was strategy. Before headlines exploded, Meghan was already pulling away, quietly, subtly, like someone hitting delete on a paragraph they didn't want in the final draft. She stopped posting about Tyler, no mentions, no praise, not even recycled gratitude. Then the bomb dropped. Allegations. Claims about inappropriate behavior toward a former house guest. And Meghan? Radio silence. The woman who built a post-royal career on speaking out, on finding her voice, didn't say a word. No Instagram story, no let's support survivors moment, not even a generic prayers up, just nothing. That's what made people stop and stare. Because Meghan doesn't do nothing, she doesn't miss an optics opportunity. So when she's quiet, it's not because she forgot, it's because she chose it. And that's where it gets dark. Because Tyler wasn't just a name in her contacts list. He was there, in the trenches, helping choreograph the Sussex rebrand, crafting press strategy, coordinating security. And now, she's acting like he's a footnote, like he was never there. But people close to Perry say he's noticed, oh, he's clocked the distance, and he's not happy. See, Tyler Perry is powerful, but even powerful people have breaking points. Right now, he's not just facing rumors, he's getting dragged into the kind of headlines that don't just disappear. And while he's taking hits, Meghan is curating silence. That's personal. If she's trying to erase him, it's not random. It's defensive, strategic. Meghan doesn't make careless cuts. Every name she drops, every photo she posts, it's all curated. So if she's cutting Tyler, it's because she's already calculated the fallout. The twist: Perry might be holding receipts, real ones, emails, texts, voicemails, all from a time when Meghan was desperate to rebrand, to survive, to climb. If he ever opens that vault, it wouldn't just rewrite her story, it would expose how much of it was edited. People forget. Tyler didn't just give her shelter. He gave her strategy. He helped shape the version of Meghan we see today. The empowered duchess, the survivor, the advocate. And now she's acting like he never existed. Worse, she's not stumbling. She pivoted clean. One day it's Tyler saved us. Next day it's this friend's house in LA. No fumble, just erase and replace. That's not distancing. That's a full-on brand amputation, and this isn't new behavior. Remember Jessica Mulroney? Her ride or die bestie? Constant tags, glowing mentions, matching outfits. Then controversy hit, and Jessica vanished. No farewell, no closure, just deleted. Now Perry's getting the same treatment. And the pattern's clear. If you become a liability, you disappear. But here's the chilling part. Meghan's not just cutting ties, she's scrubbing history. Old interviews, Perry mentions gone. Promotional clips, trimmed, photos, cropped or swapped. That's not coincidence, that's cleanup. Why the erasure? Fear. Because Perry doesn't need to drop a bombshell. All he needs is one quote, one timeline correction, one behind-the-scenes moment that paints Meghan not as the wrong duchess, but as cold, strategic, controlling. And once that narrative catches fire, it's game over. Because Meghan's brand isn't built on chaos. It's built on control, perfect lighting, perfect messaging. If Perry, just once, says, "That's not how it happened," it all unravels. And let's be real, he has nothing to gain by staying silent. This isn't some random ex-friend. He was her lifeline, her PR crisis manager, her behind-the-scenes fixer. If he feels used, that silence could shatter overnight. And it's not just Perry warming up. Sources say others are waiting in the wings. Former aides, staff, people who signed NDAs back when the Sussex machine was still running full speed. If even one cracks, the rest could follow. Remember that bullying report? The one the palace sealed? Still sealed, still hidden. Meghan's team calls it a smear, but those who've seen it say it's not vague, it's detailed, specific, damaging. If it leaks, her image doesn't just wobble, it craters. And right now, cracks are showing. Her podcast, on pause, her Rose brand rollout, flopped. Media outlets that once adored her, lukewarm at best. Even People magazine is shifting focus to Kate. PR firms, cycling in and out, longtime allies, ghost mode, the ones still around, doing crisis control, not promotion. But Meghan, still smiling, still posting, like everything's fine, like she's not sprinting from a collapsing narrative. This isn't reinvention. This is panic in heels and a center part. And Tyler Perry? He's the wild card. If he talks, even just a whisper, the illusion cracks. And Meghan knows it. Insiders say he's angry, that he feels betrayed, that this isn't just PR, it's personal. He didn't just give her a house. He gave her a way out, a strategy, a second act. And now, she's erasing him like a typo. That doesn't sit well, not with someone like Perry. And here's the kicker. If Perry speaks, it probably won't be explosive. It'll be subtle, chilling, the kind of truth that hits harder because it's measured. Maybe he confirms she wasn't blindsided by royal racism. Maybe he reveals some of those late-night calls were about optics, not survival. Maybe he just says she's not warm, not cruel, but calculated. That's all it would take. Because once that perception flips, it sticks. And no Netflix doc, no glowy Instagram filter, no podcast monologue can polish it back. This isn't just a PR problem. This is identity crisis territory. Because Meghan didn't just leave the palace to speak her truth, she built a business around it, a brand, a following. If people start thinking she's more manipulator than victim, that empire folds. So for now, she's betting big on silence, hoping Perry stays quiet, that old allies keep their NDAs zipped, that nobody dares step forward. But the more people she ghosts, the more reasons they have to talk. And when that first domino falls, it's not just a fall from grace, it's a hard reset. Because the woman who said she found her voice might soon be drowned out by the very voices she tried to erase.